Is adoption an option? Oh, come on. Is adoption an option? And I've experienced this before because I did not know my real genotype until I was 23, and that's just absurd. Like, it shouldn't happen to anybody. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Mibi, and on this channel I talk about faith, family, finance, and lifestyle. If you're interested in any of this content, please click the subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you know when I post a new video, and please remember to smash the like button. It goes a long way in helping my channel. Thank you. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 questions to ask your partner before getting married. If you're interested in this video, let's get right into it. Number one question to ask the person you're with is their genotype. Like, genotype. You guys, when you see that, okay, there is something here, you can feel that, okay, there is something here, there is a possibility of a relationship, there is a possibility of love to grow, because you're already feeling some butterflies in your tummy. Please, the next question you should ask over WhatsApp, on the date, wherever you have the opportunity to ask the question is, please, what is your genotype? What group of genotype do you belong to? Like, no joke. Let's not be joking around. Let's not be playing around, you guys. And please, if you don't know your own genotype, please go and do it now. You don't have to wait till there is a medical emergency before you know what your genotype is. These are fundamentals. And I've experienced this before because I did not know my real genotype until I was 23. And that's just absurd. Like, it shouldn't happen to anybody. Please know your genotype today. Thank you very much. And I'm sure that we know the importance of genotype. I'm not sure that I should be telling you why you should know your genotype, why AS and AS cannot marry, why SS and AS cannot marry. I'm not sure I should be doing that. But on a serious note, number one most important question is to ask for their genotype. Moving on. Number two will be how they manage their finances. What are their financial goals? What is their financial goal, if they have one? Do you want to be wealthy, or do you just want to live a normal life? You know, there are some people, they just want to be normal. Normal is fine, as long as you can afford 3 square meals, we can afford a roof over our heads, it is fine. Like, that's all they want from life. So ask that question in case you don't belong to that school of thought, in case you don't belong to that class, so that you can know that, okay, oh, this is for me, this is not for me. And also another part to that is ask if they are debt free, or if they are in debt, if they have debt. Student loans, well, student loans don't apply to most of us in Africa. I mean, one good thing that I'm grateful for about Nigeria is that you can actually get free education. It might not be the best, but a lot of us went to school for free, and that's just it. But you know, maybe they borrowed money from banks to start a business that failed, you know, in its millions of naira and millions of rands, millions of thousands of dollars. You want to know that, okay, you know, any money that is substantial enough to shake a family, to shake a home, is what you want to know, that, okay, you owe this person, or you owe this institution this amount of money. Ask these questions. Are they in debt? What's their financial goal? What do they want to take out of life financially? This is a very important question that you should ask. Number 3, do you want children? How many children do you want? If we have only boys, would that be fine? Of course, it would be fine. If we have girls only, would that be fine? You guys, let me tell you a story. So there is this couple. I actually know them from way back. I think I knew them in primary school. And you know, the guy, the man was wealthy, and they had children. As at the time I knew them, they had 7 boys. And they had 7 because, you know, the man wanted a female child. Like, he just wanted a female child. So he told his wife that, you know what, let's just try one more time. After this one, if it is not a girl, we are just going to, like, put it on full stop. And the woman was like, okay, fine. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They had 3 boys. 3 boys from that last trial. It was 3 boys that came out. So in total, there were 10 boys. So ask this question: if we are having, like, you know, the same sex of children, when do we put a full stop to it, so that it will not be like you have 10 children? Also ask if we cannot conceive on our own, is adoption an option? Oh, come on, is adoption an option? Is adoption an option? These are the questions that you want to ask. Number 4, is the person a Christian by inheritance or a Christian personally? Like, do they personally believe Christ as their, do they believe Jesus as their personal Lord and Savior, or they're a Christian because they were born into a Christian home and they've been going to church since they were 40 days old, and on their forms they just feel religion, Christianity? Like, it's not something we have to think about. Find out if that is the case, or they have a relationship with Jesus. Don't go and marry somebody that you as a Christian or you as a born again child of God, don't marry somebody that is just complacent, somebody that really does not care. No, you don't want to do that to yourself. So ask a question. In fact, from interaction, you can already tell if this person has a relationship with God personally, or they are just riding on wings. The next one is, do they have a mentor? Do they have somebody that they submit to? Of course, you want to marry a man. You don't want to marry a boy that, is controlled by everybody around him. But then there should be somebody, there should be that figure that he fears, in quotes. Somebody that you're sure that can call the person to order, that can call him to order, that can call her to order. Somebody that can call him and say, come here now. And he drops everything that is doing, literally, and goes. Make sure that he has a mentor. Are very important. And of course, it is not every day you are going to be picking the card to say, oh, he did this, oh, he did that, he did this. No, that means you don't have respect. You are taking advantage, you are misusing opportunity. But there should be a figure that you respect, and even you know that he respects and fears and loves this person. Make sure that they have a mentor or a figure that they submit to. Number 7 is, what is their social life like? Do they club? Do they party? Do they smoke? Do they drink? Do they do all of these things? Know the answer and make sure that you are comfortable with the answer that you get. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing about almost all of these questions. Make sure that you are comfortable. You know that, okay, this is who this person is and I can live with it. Be comfortable with the answers that you get from all of these questions. So, a quick story. I am very introverted. It doesn't seem like it, but I can stay indoor. I'm an indoor person. My family members call me Elea. I'll put the meaning on the screen. Like, I can be inside for as long as I can be. As long as there is food, there is internet, and there is electricity, I'm good. I don't have to go anywhere. However, I like being outside too. Not more than I like being inside. But when I get the opportunity to be outside, when somebody stays on my neck to say that, you know what, you are getting dressed today and we are going to that birthday party, or we are getting dressed today and we are going to see that movie. But when I'm outside, I enjoy myself outside, right? So I used to just think that, my husband is going to be that person that would always push me to go outside. But when I met him, when I met my husband, I said, I've made my senior. Like, my husband can be inside for 1 year. Like, nothing will move him. Nothing. So now I am that person that I thought my husband would be. Bear in mind that this is me that can stay inside as long as I'm comfortable. And I'm fine with it as long as we have everything that we need inside. What are we looking for outside anyway? But now that I'm creating content, I'm begging him, please, let's go out. But yeah, you get me. The most important thing is that you're comfortable with the answers that you get. So ask them, do you smoke? Because you will not ask now. Day 2 or day 1 inside marriage, they'll bring out a pack of cigarettes. And you'll be like, I don't know this. Did you ask? Or they'll say, oh, let's go clubbing. And you'll be like, oh, you club? Did you ask? Ask questions. Next is their sexual orientation, fantasies. I know that we're not supposed to be having sex before marriage, but let us not lie. Somehow, our sexual orientation has been informed through movies or our environment. But I can tell you for free that those things that we saw in the movies, it's a lie. But there are things that you have been thinking about. Don't lie to yourself. Like, oh, I would like this when my husband and I come together, or I would like all those things. Say them out. Let me tell you a quick story. So there is this couple that I met on the internet. I've not met them one-on-one. But yeah, they shared their story on the internet. They were both virgins before they got married. And the guy would say to his then fiancé that, oh, when we get married, we are going to have sex every day. But the guy would be like, or the lady would be like, that's not possible, They're like, oh, it's possible. When we get married, we are going to have sex every day. But the girl did not believe. She didn't take it as a serious conversation because she just couldn't wrap her head around how somebody would have sex every day. Like, to her, it was impossible. But to the guy, he knew that when he got married, he was going to have sex every day. And he told her, she said he constantly told her that they were going to have sex every day. Fast forward to when they got married. They were having sex every day. And the girl was tired. She was emotionally drained. She was like, how can somebody have sex every day? Sometimes she'll be like, oh no, babe, can we not? And you'll be like, oh, but I want to. As a good girl, she would say, okay, do. Then she would go to the bathroom to cry. You know, until after a while, she was like, you know what, I can no longer do this. And they had to have a serious conversation like, guy, I cannot actually have sex every day. But that was his fantasy, and he told her. But she didn't take him seriously, and now they had to have the conversation in marriage. Thank God that they are both understanding people. They could work that out. But for some people, that can be like a deal breaker, which you shouldn't. But some people are maniacs, like yeah. But there are cases where the girl and the boy, they are on the same page, like they want to meet every day, which is fine. Next one will be, what is their relationship with their family and friends? Are they overly close? Are they close? Are they normally close? Are they excessively close? You know, there are some people, especially guys, that they must have boys night out or guys night out 3 times a week. If they don't meet with their boys to watch football, they are not coming home. Like, there are people like that. So you want to know, what is your relationship like with your friends? What is your relationship like with your family? Do you have to visit them every week? Do you have to see them every day? Those are the things that you want to know so that they don't come as a surprise. Make sure that you're comfortable with the answers you get. Like, it's not one size fits all. What I think is good for me might not be what you consider good for yourself. You might not mind, you know, you might not mind your husband hanging out with his friends 7 days a week. I might mind. She might not. She might say, okay, 3 is fine. So be comfortable with the answers you get, right? The next one is, what do they do for work, and what is their short-term and long-term goals? I'm not saying that they should have a clear picture of where they want to be in the next 20 years or where they want to be in the next 50 years, but there should be an overall picture. If you ask me, what do I consider success? I will tell you like this, what I consider success for myself, and I think it should be the same for everybody. So what do you consider success? Okay, this is what you consider success, and what are you doing to work towards that thing that you have considered success for yourself? You know, ask those questions. What do they do for work? Are you comfortable with what they currently do? Is it that they just you ask some people, what do they do for work? They say, I'm a businessman. What do you do for business? You know, buy and sell. Hello. What's that? What do you buy and what do you sell? Everything and anything, import and export. Please, my dear, you want to be sure and you want to be comfortable. What they do for work, what they consider success, their short-term goals, their long-term goals. That's one question. That's like 5 questions, but it's just one actually. And the last one, let both of you be on the same page about the kind of ministry that you want to belong to, right? So it might be that, you know, boy meets girl, boy is from different church, girl is from different church, and they're like, okay, what church do we want to worship in? Especially when they're coming from 2 extremes, right? So maybe there is a middle ground that they want to meet, or they're like, you know what, you join me or I join you, or something like that. So I think it is very important to define the kind of ministry you want to belong to. And it might be in the case of, you know, you guys are already, you have it defined and you guys got married, you belong to a ministry, and you're like, this does not fit what we set for ourselves. So you guys can easily carry your Bible and carry yourselves and leave the church in peace, without any drama. I know that it is very important for a family, you know, to feed from the same spiritual pot, which means going to the same church, hearing the same things. You know, in one church, they can be preaching that submit to your husband, love your wife, and in another church, they're like, do what you want. Do what you want. God has given you freedom. So it is very important that, you know, you go to the same church. When you have defined that at the beginning and the ministry you find yourself does not match what you described for yourself in the beginning, you can just say, okay, let us leave this place. This ministry does not match what we want for ourselves or what we want for our spiritual life. With that, I've come to the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, I hope that you liked it, and I hope you learned a thing or two. If you did, let me know in the comment section. If there are additional questions that you think people should ask their partners before they get married, put them in the comment section. I promise you those questions are inexhaustible. There are a lot of questions as you go on in the relationship, as you interact, you would see it is now your responsibility to ask these questions. Like, ask questions, because dating is the time to be intelligent. Marriage is the time to be blind. Once you are married like this, just close your eyes, because that's it. It's fine now. So please ask questions, okay? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please and please and please and please and please. If you will not do anything, please like this video. And we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and let me know in the comment section that you just newly subscribed. Till next time I come your way, I hope that you do well and God bless you. Bye.